So how did we go from a Halloween celebration in Itaewon in Seoul, South Korea in 2022 to a crowd crush that killed 159? So in order to understand what happened in the Itaewon Crowd Crush on October 29, 2022, you need to understand what a crowd crush is. So a crowd crush, which you can see our diagram here, these are black things are our walls, these green circles are our people. A crowd crush is when a large group of people get confined into a narrow space and cannot move and essentially act as a liquid. So basically everyone loses control of their ability to move locations and act as a solid liquid together. What that means in a measurement scale is 6 people per square meter. So 6 people in a meter by meter box, and then for my Americans, that's 6 people in a 3 foot by 3 foot box, which is very, very, very tight. Now, specifically for Itaewon, this is our alleyway. Down here, this stretch right here is about 10 feet or 3 meters across, and this area up here is significantly wider. And then going this direction, so from here to here is a downhill slope. And if you look at this, it will remind you of a funnel. Now, I said that crowd crushes act as water, right? Or a liquid. As they come together and as forces move this direction, everyone in this crowd will move this direction. As forces move this direction, everyone in the crowd will move this direction. No one in the actual crowd itself has any control over where they're moving. They are moving as a liquid in the crowd. But when you have a situation like this, when you pour water into a funnel, right, it all goes down into the funnel and it comes out the bottom slower, but a little bit compressed. You can pour enough into it that it will kind of overflow, but it will always come out at a decent rate at the bottom. With a crowd crush, unfortunately, people do not squeeze. So as people get pushed in, as more and more people come in this direction, they can't get out this way because they don't squish. They don't get smaller. They're the same size they are. So they get stopped up down here. It is more like pouring sand into a funnel, because if you pour a small amount of sand into a funnel, it'll all come out the bottom just fine, right? However, if you pour a large amount of sand in a funnel, it will get stuck either here or here or here or here, and you will have to either pull stuff out the top here, or you'll have to poke a stick up or something up the bottom of the funnel to get it to come out this direction. That is what a crowd crush is in this situation, where it's from a wide space going to a narrow space. Because again, people don't squish. They will not come out the bottom. They will get stuck. Now, the other issue is, what happens if somebody in the middle falls? So I said earlier that the crowd crush is like a liquid. So let's imagine you have a liquid and you have a bucket and you fill that bucket partway up with liquid. It's sitting perfectly flat and smooth. Let's say then you drill a hole in the bottom of that bucket. All of that water is going to drain out the bottom of that bucket through the hole. So let's say someone here falls down. You now have a negative space in this area because they are now on the ground. That space is going to be filled in by the people around it who are also going to fall down. As those people fall down, there's going to be an even bigger negative space. And so people around them are going to fall as well. And it essentially becomes like a progressive collapse in a building. As more and more people fall down, it will cause more and more people to fall down until you have a stack of people stuck on each other, unable to move, and the crowd crush continues as normal. So what's happening to people in this crowd crush is, as people are getting closer and closer together, you are breathing in and out, right? So when you breathe in, your lungs expand. When you breathe out, your lungs contract. So as you are breathing in and out, right? You're breathing in, and then as you breathe out, the people around you get closer. And so the next time you breathe, you have even less room to expand. And then you try to breathe in, and you have no room to expand. And within 30 seconds, you are unconscious. Within 6 minutes, you are in cardiac arrest. So if you find yourself in a crowd crush, what do you do? First thing you do, put your arms like this. It is going to give you space to breathe in and out. No matter how close they get, as long as you keep your arms up like this, you will have space to breathe. It's going to hurt like hell. It's going to hurt. But keeping you like this will keep you with oxygen and able to stay conscious. The other things you need to do, make sure you stay standing. If you fall down, fight like hell to get back up, because if you stay laying down, you're going to have a bad time. In addition, don't fight against the crowd. You will lose, period. And I don't care how strong you are. If you fight against that crowd, you will lose. You will exhaust yourself, and you will not be able to keep yourself breathing and conscious. Work with the crowd to get to an exit and get out. I speak from personal experience on this one. You do not want to experience this. And if you find yourself in one, make sure you pay attention and try and get out. Know where exits are, know the signs of a crowd crush starting. As more and more people get packed in, try and get yourself out. You do not want to experience it.